And hello everyone, and here I am with my char. I'm going to explain the build. My char is a warrior, and so let's begin. So let's fast travel really quickly to somewhere where we can actually see it in action. So let's go over here. I won't explain what my armor is like because I don't really think it has anything to do with the build, because you could go with berserker gear, or you could go with other gear. This is, by the way, a PVE build. I don't know how good it fares with PvP. I've started doing PvP with my elementalist, and I made a few changes to the build I actually showed because of knockback and other stuff, and people usually do not really stand still while you are fighting them. So let's check out the traits I'm using. Here we have the traits, and first of all, this one is really important. Berserker's power increases the damage output by adrenaline stage. So I usually don't use my adrenaline, my berserk, my flurry, my burst. I use this trait that gives me 15% extra damage. Then here, get damage bonus when endurance is not full. That's just by jumping around. Gains ferocity while wielding an axe in your main hand. Oh, damn it, well, I thought it was in secondary hand. Uh, Damn it. That's not good. I would say powerful banners, because when you are actually in a party, it's best to remove all those signets and actually change them with banners, because it's way better for the team and they can help you carry them. So let's go with that. Then burst skill restores endurance. This can be handy if it's the last time, so you have an extra dodge roll or something. Damage is increased when wielding axe, mace, sword in your offhand. I am wielding an axe. Um, Damage foes at end of a dodge roll. This is quite handy when you actually dodge roll quite a lot. Gain quickness when you strike a foe that is below the health threshold. So it is really important to actually focus on one, and then when you have quickness you can expand to other creatures. Increase damage to bleeding foes by 10%, and my first damage does bleeding. So here, increase damage to bleeding foes by 10%. Gain fury when you immobilize a target, and this will be important in a few seconds. Burst skill have an increased critical chance. I'm not using that, so it's a bonus if you use it to gain endurance, because you have to dodge really fast or quick or something like that. Um, but it's quite exceptional that you'll actually be using this. Bleeds you apply last longer, which is handy for bleeding here. I'm not really focusing on bleeding damage, but it's just to make sure that I actually can get this 10% bonus. And for the others, it isn't like there is quite a lot good stuff. I think this one's the best. Cause to chance to cause bleeding on critical hits. And then we go to tactics. Gain extra toughness per level while reviving. That's just a bonus. But it's this thing. This is really handy. Leg specialist. Immobilize a target when you cripple them. And the third action from this is actually crippling them for 1 second and a quarter of a second. So when you actually do the third skill of this, you actually where is it? No. yeah, immobilize the target when you cripple them. So you cripple them, this makes sure they are immobilized, and then this, because this, you get 12 seconds of plus of fury, which gives you plus 20 critical chance. And right now I have 44 critical chance. 44 critical chance. Right now I'm having power, precision, and ferocity. I have a few pieces of vitality and stuff. But this you can choose yourself if you want to. Depends on what kind of damage you want, how tanky you want to be. Then you also have here your dual strike, which gives you fury for 3 seconds. Then whirling axe, as spin attack, nearby foes. You can move while spinning, and then final thrust, which you really need to keep for when they are under 50%. So let's do on this work. First you begin with the Y, with the dual strike, like this, and then boom, he's dead. So first you begin with dual strike to immediately get fury. Then you use your whirling axe, and then you can start with the auto attack. And by the time that this critical chance is done, you will have done hamstring, which will give you way more fury, and then you can just begin spamming. So let's do that again. Or you can also choose to first do dual strike and immediately begin auto attacking. Right now I have 16 seconds of fury. So let's get to the next one. And by now I can use, as you can see, it goes really quick once you have your adrenaline full. And even at the moment I haven't even used my dodge rolls. In roaming it isn't really that useful to actually use the dodge rolls, but in dungeons it can be a way to still do damage while actually just avoiding the attacks of your enemy. For example, final bosses and stuff. That is the build. And I will see you guys next time. Oh yeah, as a healing skill I use Healing Surge because it uses the adrenaline base to say how much you are healed. And I use Battle Standard. The only reason I use Battle Standard is for swiftness during roaming, because you can carry it with you and just use Sprint and Inspire. That way you can roam really quickly. Look, I have 16 seconds of swiftness. The only downside is it takes quite a long time to recharge. So yeah, but it is also really handy if you are actually in a dungeon. It revives people that are downed. It's really important that I say downed, because it doesn't revive people when they are actually dead, which I don't think any skill does, but I'm not that sure. It may be that one mesmer skill does that, but I'm totally not sure. I should look into it. I will see you guys later. Bye.